Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be making a really fun little, I don't know if it's a dessert snack, but it's called a peanut chocolate whip. Just right there it got me. Anything with peanut butter and chocolate, I'm there. So we're going to make something today on Trim Healthy Mama called a fuel pull. They abbreviate it in their book as FP. Now you could actually have these every 3 hours as a snack or a dessert or what have you. And basically it's a lean protein with a non-starchy vegetable. So I am going to make this, I'm actually going to have this as my breakfast, and then I'm going to have a little yogurt too, some non-fat yogurt. But I just thought that this would be something really delicious, and I am going to Disneyland tonight, and I don't want to eat anything off plan because I've only got 1 day left to hit my goal of 60 pounds. I don't honestly think I'm going to be able to do it, but we'll see. I'm going to do an update tomorrow and let you know how the whole program worked for 1 full year, but today we're just focusing on one snack. So the main protein in this fuel pull is cottage cheese. Now, I know a lot of you see me make cottage cheese creamies, and I get a lot of comments about people not liking cottage cheese, but I'll tell you what, it's a great base. Even if you don't like cottage cheese, it really has very little flavor when you add it to other things like ice cream or puddings or mousses or what have you. So today we're going to start off with some cottage cheese, and I'm going to show you how I do this whole thing right in my little mini food processor and how quick it's going to be. So as many of you have watched me on YouTube throughout the years, I cannot live without this mini KitchenAid food processor. I have a large food processor and I do take it out for big projects every once in a while, but for my day-to-day uses, this thing is golden. And I'll tell you what, if it ever breaks down, I'm going to buy another one just like it because it has been a godsend. So today I'm going to show you how to make one of these whips. It's called a whip, and it's a fuel pull in our mini food processor. So let me show you. This is going to be really simple. Now this is a single serving, believe it or not. It's going to be a lot of dessert. Like I said, I'm going to have this as my breakfast this morning. And so they say that you can add a 1% cottage cheese to this. I'm actually putting in a fat-free cottage cheese because that's what I started putting in my creamies. And honestly, once it's all blended up, you can't tell it's fat-free. So it's really simple. So we've got our cottage cheese. Then it says you're going to add a teaspoon of MCT oil, butter, or heavy cream. I'm actually going to put a little bit of half and half in this. And then you're going to be adding 2 level teaspoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. You're also going to be adding 2 level teaspoons of a pressed peanut powder. I like this PB2. And we're going to do the same thing with some unsweetened cocoa powder. We're going to put in 2 level teaspoons. You're going to add 2 pinches of a mineral salt. And then you're going to be adding, it says 2 tablespoons of Gentle Sweet. Now, I don't use Gentle Sweet. It's their sweetener through Trim Healthy Mama. I really prefer monk fruit sweetener. So that's what I'm going to be adding today. And then all we're going to do is blend this up in with either a hand blender or your food processor. Now with this one, I actually am going to kind of take it off there. I want to scrape the sides of that food processor. And we're just going to keep processing it. Now I have it on puree because I want that completely blended up the best that I can. And this is the consistency that you're looking for. It's going to be a little bit lighter than a pudding. It's more like kind of like a mousse, I would call it. Or they call it a whip. And let me show you after it's all spooned up. All right, let's give our peanut chocolate whip a whirl. Doesn't that look delicious? All right, let's give it a taste. Oh my gosh, that is decadent. Holy cannoli, this is what I'm gonna be eating these every day of my life. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Now that's breakfast. I got this recipe out of my Trim Healthy Table cookbook. It's a new cookbook I got on Trim Healthy Mama a couple weeks ago. I've been enjoying all kinds of really delicious recipes in here. It's wonderful. I'm going to enjoy this for my breakfast this morning. I feel like I'm cheating. There's no reason that we have to go without goodies just because we're dieting. We just need to think outside the box and make these diets work for us. I'm almost 60 pounds down in 1 year. Not quite there yet. I have one more day. Please. And I will update you tomorrow on my final weight loss for the challenge for the whole year for me. And then we'll be talking next week about a new challenge that's going to go until Christmas 2025. So thank you so much for watching me today. Please try this if you like Reese's chocolate, peanut butter, pudding, mousse, whips, whatever. Give this a try. It is 10 stars, 10 thumbs up. It's so good. Thanks for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.